move on to the Oscars because the Oscars, they are next week on the Monday for us, as you just heard. So we're going to be doing an Oscar special next week. Straight after the Oscars, we're going to meet together. We're going to do a podcast special on that. We're just going to be covering all the winners and seeing how it all went, including if there's any slaps, punches, spits, whatever, there may be.
Goss.
But, the drama was all going to lie on who wins and who gets snubbed and whatnot. Yeah. So we're going to provide our take on some of them here. We're not going to go through all of them. We just don't have the time.
Before we start, there's no hosts this year, right?
I think Jimmy Kimmel's doing it, isn't he?
Oh, okay.
It was fourth one. I'm over it. I'll try to watch it if I can, but I probably can't because I'm at work. But yeah, so the way we're going to do this is we're going to say what we think will win, what we think could win, and then what we think should win. So you allow our personal take comes onto this, and then we can just say actually what we think is going to happen, just kind of following the conversations and what's winning in the other award shows and the SAGs, the PGAs, WGAs, DGAs, all the A's, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we'll just start off with the big one, Best Picture. So the nominees for that are All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar: The Way of Water, The Banshees of Inisherin, Elvis, Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Fabelmans, Tar, Top Gun Maverick, Triangle of Sadness, Woman Talking. So before I ask you this, is there any of these you haven't seen?
I have not seen The Fabelmans, Tar, and Woman Talking.
Okay. Now, what do you think will win, and what do you think could win?
I will go could win first, and I'm going to say Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Ooh.
I think that...
Spicy.
Yeah, very spicy. Yeah, I just think it's just... Ever since that film's come out, it's just taken the world by storm. It's been
100%.
Getting high praise and stuff, and I think I could be wrong on this, and I don't know if the quality to judge it on is accurate, but Rotten Tomatoes does like a sort of leaderboard things in terms of the award season, as in which films has won the most awards in terms of all the categories.
Yeah.
And Everything tops it by quite a bit. So that would be my could win.
Could win. And so what will win?
Good question. Probably Banshees.
You think Banshees of Inisherin will take the top? Will win it all?
Yeah, well... To be fair, I haven't heard any of the BAFTAs or the SAGs. I don't know who's won those in terms of Best Picture, so I'm just going on based off what I heard before I saw this film. And before I saw this film, I mean, that's all was the talk, was that Banshees was going to win. So that is probably where I'm at.
That would be a very interesting way to go for the Oscars if it happened.
Yeah. What should win? I'm going to go Everything Everywhere All at Once, really.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that movie, I feel.
What about you?
Me? Okay, well, what I haven't seen, and it's quite a lot, unfortunately. I will have seen everything by next week, don't worry.
Hope so.
I haven't seen All Quiet on the Western Front. I have not seen The Fabelmans, Tar, and Women Talking as well. So that's just one more than you, actually. So I'm not too far behind on this category. What I think will win, I think Everything Everywhere All at Once. It's kind of dominated its path.
Sorry to say will
win.
Oh, yo.
Yep. I think Banshees was its main competitor, but it's just gone far beyond that now and just kind of picking up everything, including the PGA, which is kind of like the biggest indicator for Best Picture. And what could win? Oh, I don't know if there's any other competitor, but I would say Banshees of Inisherin is the backup. I'm divided on that between that and All Quiet on the Western Front. But I'll say Banshees for now. Western Front may surprise. And then what should win? Avatar.
I was about to leave the podcast.
What should win?
Join Kine on a sabbatical.
Oh, man. What should win? This one's a really hard one. Because I love everything I've seen so far. I'd go Top Gun Maverick. Yeah. And I'm going for it beyond just the quality of the film. I think what it did for cinema, was just incredible.
It basically gave the box office an adrenaline shot and cinema. Just good boost.
Yeah, it got like over 1.5 million. It dominated the US market. I think it just did so much for cinemas. It did so much for the box office, just the film industry as a whole.
Definitely.
Because Spider-Man: No Way Home. I'm sure it made 1.9, but that's a movie that can easily make that kind of money. It would have made more if it didn't release in that time. But
no one would have thought.
No one thought Top Gun would make $1 billion. People were skeptical it would make like 800 million. It made 718 million in the US alone. That's ridiculous.
Stupid.
And it's genuinely a really good and really well-made movie.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to see it win. I saw like a video of Spielberg like telling Tom Cruise, like, you saved the industry. Like, you've saved like the industry with Top Gun, like just amazing work and stuff like that. So I'd like to see it win. And I think it should win just based on that front.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, now we're back to normal times, in a sense, mostly.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. All right, we'll move on to Best Actress now. So the nominees we got for that are Cate Blanchett for Tar, Ana de Armas for Blonde, Andrea Riseborough for To Leslie, Michelle Williams, The Fabelmans, Michelle Yeoh for Everything Everywhere All at Once. So, we'll win. Go.
Will win? Michelle Yeoh, I reckon.
Yeah.
Because, she won the Golden Globe, eh?
I think so. Two or Kate, I think. One of the two.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to bet my life on it.
Bet your life on it.
I'm going to bet my life on it. That's how confident I am.
Bet $1,000 on it.
I will.
It's an inside joke right there.
I'm pretty sure she won the Golden Globe, but just it's based on that. Like before the Golden Globes happened, I heard everything about Cate Blanchett winning it for Tar. But then Michelle Williams came in. I don't know who won. Michelle Williams.
Yeah,
Michelle
I was about to correct you.
But again, I haven't seen the BAFTAs results or the SAGs results. That's just laziness on my part. I'll probably catch up.
Yes.
But my guess is Michelle Yeoh for now. I also really think she should win. She was one of my favorite actresses' performances to see in the films I've seen, which is, two. So
fair enough, mate. Just wait to get to my answer. Yeah. Okay. So could win. Would you go with Kate then?
I'll go with Kate.
Yeah. All right. Okay. And then should win. I got a strong feeling on this one.
It's not really a should. It's more of a want to win, and it's Ana de Armas.
Okay. So should she win? Is she better than what you've seen on here, which is Michelle?
Emotionally, like in the real, like emotional sort of scenes, like. Yes, I think so. But I think Michelle Yeoh just had the more well-rounded sort of performance compared to Ana de Armas.
I think, Ana de Armas should be proud that she got a nomination.
100%.
Because, like, in the early stages, I remember when you watched it and you were messaging me about it. I mean, I was looking at, like, the conversation and, what was getting nominated at that point. She wasn't anywhere to be seen. She was, like, down at, like, the 10th spot. I was like, okay, yeah. Like, she might be great, but she's not getting nominated.
Yeah.
Here she is. Yeah. For me, I'm actually going to go on the other side again and go Cate Blanchett to win.
To win.
I think they will swing that way, but I predict it more as like more of a surprise rather than like she's definitely going to win. I don't know who got the SAG. I've actually forgotten. But yeah, could win. It's Michelle. I think it's just between those two people, honestly.
Yeah.
And should win. I'm just gonna say Michelle because that's the only one I've seen. So yeah, don't take my opinion on that one very too much. But we'll move on to Best Actor now.
Cool.
Austin Butler for Elvis, Colin Farrell, The Banshees of Inisherin, Brendan Fraser, The Whale, Paul Mescal, After Sun, and Bill Nighy, Living. Mm-hmm. So could win.
Could win?
Or, could win? We'll start with could win. Yeah.
Could win? Should, will. Could win. I'm going to say Austin Butler.
Ooh.
Yeah. I thought he captured the persona. I was going to say character for a second, but Elvis isn't really a character.
Kind of is.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, but, like he like brought that persona of Elvis to life. Like he did it very, very accurately as well. And if you've seen the film, I think any Elvis fan would be like, yeah, he was as close to Elvis as you could get, really.
Yeah. Yeah. So who's the one to take it all? Who's the one to win? Who will win?
Probably Austin Butler.
Well, you just said he could win.
Is there a difference between could and should?
No, will. Who will win?
Ah.
Because there's a will win and could win.
Then what I thought could was... okay, I fucked up there.
Are you okay?
I am fine.
Too much odd companies for you.
No, I just got real confused between could and should. Like, I know this one was a will. I just thought, like, yeah, never mind.
I'll start with will next time then.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, so you think Austin Butler will win it?
Yes.
Okay, and then, who could win it then?
Brendan Fraser.
Okay, and for the whale. Yeah.
Yeah, for the whale.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who should win it?
Brendan Fraser, just because I'm biased and I just love his comeback.
Have you seen the whale?
No, I haven't, but I've just seen memes. It's on my list. I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Most likely on Thursday.
Yeah, I'll
So I'll watch it.
I'll be watching all these.
You know, it just brings that comeback story to like a complete satisfying close for all of his fans, and just for him, he just deserves it. He's like gone through so much and stuff, and what he did for this role.
Yeah.
Just by reading for it, like where it got to and his performance, I've heard nothing but great things. So I'm excited to watch it on Thursday, and I hope he gets the recognition he deserves.
I'm excited to see it too. I think he'll be good. Yeah, I've only seen 2 here. I think it's very close between Fraser and Butler here to who will win it.
Mm-hmm.
I think Brendan Fraser might do it just because I think the nostalgia side of that actor will get some of the voters on their side. Because Austin Butler's still quite new into the industry, quite young, so they'll probably say, "Oh, he has time," and I'm just imagining their thought process with it,
which is a pretty dumb way to vote for an awards. It should just be.
They always put so much history into it and all this kind of stuff. It is pretty silly. So I think Austin Butler could win it, and I think Austin Butler should win it. I think, mind you, I haven't seen Brendan Fraser, so I cannot say that one is better or worse than the other. But from here, I think Austin Butler is the best by quite a long shot in front of Colin Farrell, because that's the only other one I've seen. But yeah, I think Austin Butler did a tremendous job. I think when it comes to taking on like a musical legend, I think this surpasses Rami Malek's performance.
Yeah.
I don't see much competition in this category with him other than Brendan Fraser. So
yeah.
If I see Brendan Fraser, I may change my mind on this, but we'll have to see. Move on to supporting actress now. So we got Angela Bassett for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, Hong Chau for The Whale, Kerry Condon for The Banshees of Inisherin, Jamie Lee Curtis for Everything Everywhere All at Once, Stephanie Hsu for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Will win. Not could. Will win.
Thanks for clearing that up. It's been a long day, all right?
Yeah, no. Weird
work. What I think will win will probably be Angela Bassett.
Really?
Yeah. Again, this is based on the stuff I've seen before the BAFTAs and whatnot. She won the Golden Globe for that role. I thought her performance in Black Panther was good. It was definitely better than her performance in the first Black Panther.
Yes.
I guess it's because it has like more emotional stakes and driven behind it. That's probably what really elevated her performance. But yeah, I think she's pretty much a will win.
Yeah. All right. So who could win it then?
Stephanie Hsu as from Everything Everywhere All at Once. She plays her daughter in that film.
You're not Jamie Lee Curtis?
No. I don't even know. I don't know why she was nominated for. Like
it's bizarre.
Any other supporting actress, like she was barely in it, and she wasn't even that fantastic.
It's just because she's like a well-known name in that kind of movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my
Stephanie Hsu as and Everything Everywhere. Yeah. So who do you think should win it then? Jamie Lee Curtis, right?
Shut up. I'm gonna say Stephanie. I think she should win it. I thought her performance in Everything was way better than. Well, I'm not gonna say way. Well, yeah, way better because it's my opinion.
I like the attitude. Yeah.
Was way better than Angela's performance in Black Panther. Like, sure, definitely emotional wise, Angela was good, but well, that's all that she really did. But Stephanie did so much. Like, she had that emotional side with her like relationship with her girlfriend and trying to like get her mum and grandfather father, like to give her the recognition,
Yeah.
Then like
yeah.
when she went to, I can't remember what the name is,
Mm,
her bad evil character, like she played that like confident, cocky role so well as also.
yeah.
So I think she just had a better range in terms of her acting in this film than what Angela did in Black Panther.
I like it. I like it. Yeah.
What about you? Your should win?
Should win. Okay,
Mhm.
we'll start with that one. Kerry Condon, Banshees of Inisherin. I
Oh
found.
yeah, she was great.
Yeah. I thought all the performances in that movie were great. She's one that particularly stood out to me. I don't know why. I just found her characterization, for her character was just so compelling.
Mm.
Just felt so real and authentic, and I thought she just gave just such a seamless performance. Much better than what I've seen on here. Like you make some really great points about Stephanie Shu, Angela Bassett. I'm surprised she's even nominated and winning
Yeah.
for that matter. Jamie Lee Curtis. Why?
Yeah, I know.
Why?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot more talent out there than her this year.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. But yeah, that's my should win.
Mhm.
Who will win?
Well,
in my
one, yeah.
opinion? I would agree with you on Angela Bassett. I think she'll take it. I think the Academy has to give something to Black Panther Wakanda Forever because they just love that series so much for some reason. Best visual effects, let's go. And who could win it? I'd say the best chance is probably Stephanie Shu. So yeah. Best supporting actor now. Brendan Gleeson, Banshees of Inisherin. Brian Tyree Henry for Causeway.
Mhm.
Judd Hirsch for The Fablemans. Barry Keoghan for The Banshees of Inisherin. And Ki Hu Kwan for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Who should win? What's up? Should win for you?
Who should win is
Yes.
probably Ki Hu Kwan.
Oh, you like that one? I like
Yes.
that choice. Yep.
Oh shit! Sorry, that was a moth that just came flying past my
Yeah.
face.
Why is it in this room?
Yeah, I think he was fantastic. Brendan Gleeson was fantastic in Banshees.
He was really good at
He
it.
was really okay. Nah,
Oh, he's changing it.
no, I'm not changing it.
Oh,
I
no.
think Ki Hu Kwan just like
Mhm.
he played that like really scared, timid sort of husband, and then just went straight onto like a badass, like literally
Yeah.
like that. Like
Lots of versatility in the role.
so much versatility.
Yeah.
And then I can't remember if he did his own stunts and stuff, but if he did, that's another factor. I don't know if he did
Cheer
or
on
not.
top.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so who will win it?
Key.
Key. Okay. And who could win it? Who could be
Who
the
could?
one that could surprise?
We should probably add
Oh.
some background music to this.
Moment of silence there, yeah.
Because I've heard good things about Judd Hirsch from the Fablemans.
Yeah. So,
So, yeah, so I'm really tossing.
you haven't seen that one, have you? So
No, I haven't.
yeah.
I've just based on what I heard.
Mm.
So I'm really tossing it between him and Brendan, but I'm just going off based off what I've seen, and that's just going to be Banshees. So, what could do you say could?
Yeah, this is one that could. Just
Could win
surprise.
would be Brendan Gleeson, which
Yeah.
is still deserving because he was fantastic in this film as well.
Yeah. I'm actually going to agree with everything you said just then. I think will win is key.
Mhm.
I think could win is Brendan Gleeson, and I think should win is key. And
Yeah.
it's just basically for the same reasons as
Yeah.
well. Just the versatility and the roundness to that performance I thought was just so good. So yeah, that would be my pick. So we're gonna move on to best director now. So we got Martin McDonagh for The Banshees of Inisherin. We got the Daniels for Everything Everywhere All at Once, Steven Spielberg for The Fablemans, Todd Field for Tar, and Ruben Ostlund for Triangle of Sadness. Who will win this one?
Did you say will?
Yes.
Okay. So I was just too busy like looking.
Fair.
Who will win this? I haven't heard much about director, to be honest. I mean, I'm just going to go based off the movie.
It's a long decision.
It is. I'm just gonna say the Daniels, just because they brought like they did the multiverse better than MCU did, really.
It's not surprising, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and this came out when like straight after No Way Home, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, what they did with this concept in something that had like no ties from past, present, or franchise tied to it.
Yeah.
They just made it this really enjoyable film, and now it's like nominated for X amount of Oscars right now. So
absolutely,
he's my Will.
Okay, and who could upset in this one? Who could win this?
Just because it was a fantastic film and I was not expecting it, I'm going to say Robin Osland for Triangle of Sadness.
Yeah.
I think that was just fantastic. It was just it was a very simple story told in like 3 chapters.
Yeah.
But each like the first chapter was really fast and the second one was long, but there's just so much that happened in that one.
Yeah.
And then the third chapter was pretty much the same, and just like that's where everything went down. I think the way that he balanced the first, second, and third was just fantastic, along with like what he brought from his cast, because there was a wide range of casts in this.
Yeah,
there's quite a lot.
I think that movie explores so much like interesting things,
and in a small space too. So yeah, I think he's my could
win. Yeah. All right. So, who do you think should win out of all these? What's your personal pick?
I'm gonna say Ruben.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I like that answer.
I just think
cool, yeah.
all the elements that he brought to this was just. I think my personal opinion is just better than the other 2 films that I've seen.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. You know what? I think my should win. Who I think should win this? I'm going to agree with you on Ruben. I liked it, bro. This movie came out of nowhere.
100%. Because I'm pretty sure we went to that screening and we're a bit iffy on it, and then we came out of that screening and that's just all we could talk about for like 2 days.
Yeah, well, with all these accolades, winning the Palme d'Or for Cannes, and then these nominations now, like, okay, well, we have to go to this, we have to see it. But I had no excitement for it. I didn't know anything. I didn't know the cast, I didn't know the director. Although I've seen one of the director's things before this. Yeah, and then this movie just kind of came out of nowhere, and it was a movie that stayed on my mind.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, it's actually really kind of exploring all these kind of different elements, and it's genuinely like really funny as well, and it's just interesting, and it introduced me to Fred again.
Yeah, Fred again. We finally got James and Fred again.
Which is the ending song for that movie, which I thought was just, interesting way to cut it off. But yeah, no, he will be my pick for winning director, if I could choose that. But who I think will win this, I think you're right. I think it is the Daniels. I think they did something really special with this movie. And yeah, I think just with the multiverse and how they tied it to like, all these like cultural elements and, just really compelling drama. I think it was fantastic. So I think they should win they will win this, sorry. And who I think could win this, I'm going to be safe and say Steven Spielberg. You just never know with this guy. Like, he's always just getting stuff.
Just banger after banger.
Yeah. So he can't be stopped. If the Academy wants to acknowledge him, I think they can just do it at any chance they want. And they might do it for Fabelmans, which is quite a personal movie for him. So
yeah, because it's about him, right?
Yeah. It's like loosely biographical. Yeah. We'll move on to screenplay now. Best original screenplay. The nominees: Banshees of Inisherin, Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Fabelmans, Tar, Triangle of Sadness. So what wins best original screenplay? It's not going to work. I was trying to balance this phone on the microphone stand. It just doesn't work.
Original screenplay. I'm tossing up between 2 right now. I'm just trying to... Sorry, was this Will?
Yeah.
See,
who will win this?
Sorry, I do this every time. Like whenever you like go through the thing, whenever you go through the thing, I'm just like so deep in thoughts of what I'm like thinking about, and then you say your question, I'm like, oh shit, I forgot which one is this.
You're just trying to balance the thing on your microphone stand there.
What will win?
Yes, will.
Yep, got that.
Not could. Will.
I think it's gonna be Banshees.
Will. Banshees?
Yeah.
You think Banshees will win? Interesting. Yeah.
I was tossing up between Banshees and Fabelmans, but just based on stuff I've heard, and obviously Banshees on what I saw. I haven't. I really wish I watched all these films. But yeah, I just think Banshees was good. I think it just told a better story overall in terms of how personal it was, personable it was to the characters.
Yeah, and I think the writing in that movie is really strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very subtle in a lot of places as well. I don't think Everything Everywhere All at Once is a really screenplay-driven movie.
No, it's more like it obviously had its themes and its moments and the message it was trying to say, but not as much as, Banshees.
It's more a complete package kind of movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so could win. Who would you put on that one?
Could win would probably be Fabelmans.
Fabelmans. Yeah. All right, and who should win this?
I don't know. It's very hard to say without having watched the Fabelmans, really. Should win. I'm just going to wing it and say Triangle of Sadness because that's a fantastic movie.
Yes, sir, it is. Yep, mine should win. I would say Triangle of Sadness as well when it comes to screenplay, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Just
the way they balance the whole entire story.
Everything,
and all the different characters, and they all meet up at one certain point.
Yeah, and just how funny it is as well. We were genuinely laughing.
Really great humor balance. And
and just putting in the thematics into it as well. I thought perfectly balanced.
Yeah,
as all things should be. Who I think will win? I think Everything Everywhere All at Once will win this.
Well,
not saying it deserves, but I'm thinking it will. Just I feel a sweep coming on with these major categories in terms of directing, picture, screenplay, and I think a couple of the acting ones there with Michelle, with Key and stuff like that, maybe even Stephanie too. So I feel like there might be a major sweep with this, and I think Everything Everywhere All at Once will win this category to have that momentum. But what could win? I think you might be right with the Fabelmans there. I think that might be one that slips out and upsets perhaps. Yeah. But we'll move on to the adapted screenplays now. So the nominees are All Quiet on the Western Front, Glass Onion, A Knives Out Mystery, Living, Top Gun Maverick, Woman Talking. Who will win?
Finally, a category where I've seen more than two.
Really?
Yeah.
You saw 3 in the last one.
Oh, okay. Ignore that. You said will win because I remember that.
Yes.
What I think will win
I remembered it.
Would be All Quiet on the Western Front.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
That was a unexpected hit that I was expecting it to enjoy because I do enjoy war period films. But I just didn't expect it to blow me away that much. I obviously don't want to spoil anything for you because you still need to see it, but just in terms of...
Thanks, man.
just in terms of the story it told and the intensity and whatnot, it's... Yeah.
Yeah. No, I've heard really great things, but I'm really excited to see it because I do love those period war films as well. But I'll get on with that ASAP before next week. All right, so who could win this then?
Top Gun Maverick. For all the reasons you said before.
Yeah.
When we were going through Best Picture.
Best Picture, yeah.
Like you said, it literally brought cinema and box office back. Tom Cruise is a genius for continuously doing this. Delaying this film until cinemas actually opened up and it paid dividends off for him, and it's going to happen for Mission Impossible 7, guaranteed.
Yeah.
But yeah, that just had everything. They had heart. It captured the nostalgia off the film. It had great callbacks.
It's a perfect legacy sequel.
100%, yes.
Yeah, I don't think there's a better one, honestly.
Yeah.
All right, so for should win,
All Quiet.
All Quiet, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Fair
enough.
What about you? Will
win? Oh, this one's a hard one, man. I haven't heard much. I'm going to come out left field here. Woman Talking. I've heard a lot about the screenplay for that one. I think it will come out and win it. Yeah. I haven't seen it.
I've heard nothing about this film.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it's about. Who's in it? Who's directing?
Well, there are women talking. It's probably not the right name that the movie should be called, but it's just a boring name. What is it about?
Is it literally about women talking?
I don't know. No one knows.
Oh,
but it's an interesting
name
at all.
It probably does.
Yeah. But I would say that would win. I've heard really great things about it, and I'll be watching it before Oscars next week. So hopefully, I enjoy it as much as the good things I've heard about it.
Could win.
Could win. I think, yeah, All Quiet on the Western Front. I think they could win it. It's been a big surprise just with Oscars, BAFTAs it destroyed. Yeah. So it could really come out of nowhere and just kind of eat some surprise categories up. And I think should win. I've only seen 2, so it has to be Top Gun for me. Basically, for the reasons that you said in terms of being a legacy sequel, for the capturing the heart, the nostalgia, and just all that kind of stuff. Can this moth go away? Why is it here? Bangs into my forehead. Right, yep. So, yeah, Top Gun Maverick for me for what should win adapted screenplay. Animated feature.
Yes.
Now, this is a stacked category. Okay, so the nominees are for this one is Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, Marcel, The Shell with Shoes On, Puss in Boots, The Last Wish, The Sea Beast, Turning Red.
I don't even know why that's nominated.
What, The Sea Beast?
No, Turning Red.
Turning Red. Okay, yeah. I've never even... Oh, Turning Red, yeah. And Pixar had a bad year, eh? What was the other... Did they have another movie?
I hope not, because I can't remember it.
Oh, yeah, no. Pixar's not part of it now. It's all about DreamWorks era. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so what will win?
Pinocchio, 100%.
Yeah.
Pinocchio, I mean, it's just the best animated feature on this list right now. I mean, the stop motion, the story that Del Toro brought to this. I mean, Pinocchio brought by Disney, because you know how much they love doing live action remakes.
Yes.
That was fucking shit. Because I literally watched both back to back, and I was on my phone, I was doing other stuff. I even left at one point, kept the movie running, came back half an hour later, and it was still going.
This is the Disney one?
Yeah, it was the Disney one, not Del Toro's one. Yeah, it was just garbage compared to the two. Like Pinocchio was more.
I've heard it's bad.
Del Toro's Pinocchio was perfectly suited for. We're really battling this moth.
Moth that needs to piss off.
It's Mothra.
It's nearly that big, honestly.
Anyway, yeah, just Del Toro's Pinocchio was just it appealed to the younger and older audiences. It had the light-hearted moments, the feel-good moments, and then suddenly turned very, very dark. Which
I've heard that. Yes,
most adults that read the books, they're probably dead now because it came out.
Jesus,
centuries ago. But the people that grew up with this character, they could relate.
Right.
Whereas to the other Pinocchio was just your typical cash grab Disney film. Yeah.
So what could win?
I'll save that for later. I'm gonna say Marcel, the Shell with Shoes On.
Yes.
Wait, did you say should or could?
What could win?
Oh yeah, Marcel.
Yeah, no, you got it right.
Yeah. Marcel, the Shell with Shoes On. You've seen it?
No.
Oh, okay.
I have so much to watch. I'll get that. I'll do it. Believe in me.
The animation is very minimal, but it's just fantastic. The only things that's animated in this is the actual shells itself and all surrounding other stuff. Otherwise,
the shells.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. It's interesting.
We've been sarcastic there, or
no. I haven't heard much about this movie. I've never seen a trailer or a clip or anything. So
yeah, it's actually fantastic. It's done.
I've heard amazing.
It's done in a documentary thing. So pretty much will be live action and say that can off old company right there. That will be animation, and that's the only part of animation that's in this.
What? So the Marcel the Shell would run past it and whack it or something.
No, I'm talking. Sorry, the can is Marcel.
Why is the can Marcel?
Okay, well we'll just scrap that. I'm getting annoyed, and it's just I don't have the patience to deal with this.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I just thought it was a fantastic film, and the story overall because the gist of the story is Marcel trying to find his family, pretty much. And
sounds like a good movie. I'm excited to see it. To be fair. All right, so what should win?
Puss in Boots, boy.
Puss in Boots over Pinocchio for you.
Yeah, I know.
I know you love Pinocchio.
I do love Pinocchio, but oh god damn, not. I know I can speak on your behalf here because I'm that confident. Yes, we were not expecting a good time walking out. Yeah. No, let's say that for Kine. You can't whistle. None of us was expecting a DreamWorks Puss in Boots to be that good, especially after the first Puss in Boots, where it was highly average.
That's a good movie.
Average.
It's good. It's not great. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish,
Yeah.
but it's good.
Yeah. But I think I have never heard children scream in terror as much as I have in this. And it's all because of one wolf. Like, that thing was scary. Like, even the adults were, like, scared as well. Like,
Oh, I loved it.
it was just everything about this film was just such a surprise that you just get blown away. And, like, you know, you just have, like, that, what's it called? I don't know, drunk lust, whatever.
Drunk lust.
I don't know what it's called.
What words?
There's a word in it where you're just like absolutely blown away. You just can't help but love it, and that's all.
It's
like,
drunk lust, is it?
drunk love, drunk lust, whatever. Fuck, I don't care.
All right, yeah.
You know, shut up. What's your Wilwin?
Will win. I think. I don't think I know. It'll be Pinocchio.
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't. I've seen like 5 minutes.
Watch.
I was jet lagged and then I fell asleep, so I had an excuse for that one. But I will watch it. I'll watch everything. Trust me. But yes, no. I think Pinocchio will. It's dominated everything in award season so far. So
Yeah.
why would it lose this one?
Huge upset if it did.
It did, yeah. I think could win though. I think it's you're right with Marcel the show shoes on. I think we're the same in all these ones. You know, just A24 and what they bring to a movie, and you know they give it to an animated movie. Of course, it's going to be great, and I've heard great
100%.
things about it. So it definitely has a chance here. And what should win? I've only seen that. Oh, I've only seen Puss in Boots and Turning Red. So I think Turning Red should win it. Pixar. Nah, no, I can't say that with a straight face. Yeah, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. I think that should win it. I think you covered it off pretty clearly. I think the animation style, I think even the story is really good. It's genuinely funny at times.
Yeah.
The really cutesy moments are funny and
Not cringe.
yeah, not cringe. They're genuine, and there's adult humor. It's just kind of a really well balanced kids movie.
Yeah.
Man, I love to see that everyone else has loved it as well. So that movie, yeah, it took all of us by surprise.
Yeah.
It was the last full movie me and you kind of seen.
Oh, dear.
Special place in the heart for that one there.
What a movie to end it on, though.
Pardon?
What a movie to end it on.
I know, right? Yeah. Can't go wrong with Puss in Boots. We'll move on to the best original score now.
Mm-hmm.
So we have All Quiet on the Western Front, Babylon, The Banshees of Inisherin, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and The Fabelmans. So, Nan, what will win?
I haven't seen most of these. Well, by most, I mean two.
Babylon and Fabelmans?
Mm-hmm. But I can't remember much of the others. I think the last...
It's a tough one, eh?
Yeah. I think that there's no clear winner, I reckon, in my opinion. I know I haven't seen it, and it is one that I would talk to you about that I was really excited for, and that's Babylon. I'm pretty sure they won the Golden Globe for Best Original Score, right? So just based on that, I'm going to say Babylon.
Yeah.
For will win.
Mm-hmm. And could win?
Could win. I'm going to say All Quiet on the Western Front. I think there's something special about that score, as very little that I can remember from it, but I know that there's a few snippets. It really brought like the intensity and drama.
Right.
And those like big moments, those sad moments, like you just felt it real hard.
That's the whole point of a score, eh?
Yeah, definitely.
So what should win it?
Probably All Quiet on the Western Front.
Yeah, fair enough.
What about you, Will?
I've only seen two of these movies. I think you're right with Babylon. I think it will win it.
Mm-hmm.
I think Banshees of Inisherin could win it.
Mm-hmm.
And should, based on the things that I've seen, probably Banshees as well. I thought that was really good. Not one that I would listen to outside of the film, but one that really
accompanies it very well.
Yeah. It just added weight to the emotions, and it just kind of really supported the film in a really, really good way. Yeah. There's no other way for me to put it, but yeah, that's the one that I'd pick. Interesting year for score though. I had no clear thing or nothing that I hear that I actually love in terms of score.
Yeah, usually there's that one film that just absolutely dominant. And you're like, that's winning. You know?
just feel it.
100%.
Yeah, interesting. Cinematography, we have All Quiet on the Western Front, Bardo, False Chronicle of a Handful of Truth, Elvis, Empire of Light, and Tar. What do you think will win this one?
All Quiet on the Western Front.
You've only seen 2 of these, eh?
Mm.
Yeah.
I do think The Batman probably should have at least got a nomination because the cinematography in that film was like actually really good.
It was good. I'd say Top Gun over Batman.
Yeah. And
but
Top
both.
Gun, both, yeah.
I haven't seen 3 of these, so I can't state, but...
Yeah, but I think All Quiet on the Western Front, I think that cinematography just accompanied the film very well in terms of the war sort of setting.
Yeah, I've only seen 1 of these.
Yeah. It's very hard. Maybe next time we should actually watch all the films before we do it.
Maybe. Well, we got a lot to catch up
2024,
on.
we'll get it right, boys.
We got this, yeah. Okay, so what could win it then?
Could win. See, the thing is that I haven't heard anything else in terms of this sort of category. I know with Tar, it's just mainly been Cate Blanchett's performance, but I haven't heard much about that.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go based off what else I've saw, and that was Elvis.
Fair enough. That's what you can do, eh?
And Should. That's the last one.
Yeah. Yep.
All Quiet on the Western Front.
Fair enough. I would say for will win, I'm going to put my faith in Empire of Light, actually. Sorry, I'm going to change that. I'm going to do Tar.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I just got a feeling. I have no other justification besides that.
Have you been keeping up with like the BAFTAs and SAGs?
Not enough. I think cinematography is a very diverse category in terms of winners.
Right.
And you know, stuff like Top Gun's won, but it's not even nominated. It's a really weird one for me. But I feel Tar, I think it's the best picture candidate. It's been nominated in like major categories, which I think, you know, you can see that the Academy really values this film. So I'd probably put it in Tar over, you know, Elvis or All Quiet.
Mm-hmm.
But my, you know, could win Empire of Light. Roger Deakins, you just can't go against that guy. He can always come through.
Banger after banger after banger.
I think he only has 1 Oscar, but he has like 1 billion like fucking nominations. So,
yeah.
But you know, the work he does is always, you know, really immaculate kind of stuff in terms of visually.
Was his last film 1917?
I believe so. I'm not quite sure.
And he definitely did do Skyfall, right? I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah. Him and Sam Mendes are always a
duo.
1-2 punch. Yeah. So yeah, and then should win. I have to say Elvis.
Should win.
Yeah, because it's the only one I've seen. So yeah, just
wins by default.
Yeah, exactly. All right, best visual effects. Favorite movie coming up. All right, best visual effects. The nominees we got: All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar: The Way of Water, The Batman, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
Why is that there?
Top Gun: Maverick. All right, who will win this?
Avatar: The Way of Water. Will definitely win 100%. Like, as much as I don't like the franchise, even this film, like it's always just been consistent between both films that the visuals are just fantastic, and they're literally genre and industry. What is it?
Leading,
defining.
Oh yeah,
it just like ups the game for like the next sort of X amount of years. Yeah, Way of Water, easy. Chuck your house on it if you have to.
What could win though? What could be the upset here? Or could there be an upset?
There could be an upset. Definitely not Black Panther.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm gonna say Top Gun. No, is most of that practical? No. Yes. No.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of it's practical, but there are visual effects blended in.
Sweet. Yeah, I got you there. Yeah, probably gonna be Top Gun for my could win.
Fair enough. Yeah. Okay, so what should win? And I think I know the answer to this, and I'm very excited to hear the words. So what should win?
Black Panther.
Yes, you said exactly what I wanted to hear.
No, I'm kidding. The Batman.
Nah, no way. Don't do that to me.
Avatar should win. I mean...
Should win.
Is that not it?
It's your choice.
No,
what should win?
Yeah, Avatar.
Yeah,
I'll back that. Still a shit story.
No, it's not.
No one cares about his kids.
Did you see the box office for it?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Everyone cares about it. The entire world. Okay, yeah. So Avatar should win it.
Yeah, it's like a no-brainer.
It's just one of those default winners.
Default, yeah.
Imagine if it doesn't win though.
that would actually be huge.
Yeah.
Like, imagine Black Panther won over Avatar.
Can you imagine the uproar for that? Ugh. I don't want to see it or know it. Yeah.
I know what your will and should is, so let's just go with your could. Actually, I know all three of yours, so just surprise me what you're going to do.
Will win Avatar The Way of Water.
Yep.
Should win The Way of Water. But what could win if it loses on some, some rare kind of occasion?
Mm-hmm.
It'd have to be Top Gun. It would just have to be, yeah. Yeah, that's the only, I'm not going to say acceptable, but the only one where I wouldn't be up in arms about it, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, because I love Top Gun. All right, so we're going to our last one now, which is Best Sound. This is the last one we're going to cover. The nominees for this one are All Quiet on the Western Front. Wow, that's really dominating, isn't it? It's everywhere. Avatar: The Way of Water, The Batman, Elvis, and Top Gun: Maverick.
Mm-hmm.
What will win? Will win.
Probably Elvis.
Elvis, eh?
The musical sort of like biopics sort of usually wins these sort of categories just based on past, right?
Yeah, they're very prominent in this one, but it was divided between sound mixing and sound editing.
Yeah,
So
that's why I didn't want to say Top Gun like straight off the bat because I knew it was combined. I was like, oh, if it's combined, then I think Elvis has that slight.
Because sound mixing is where like these kind of musical biopics that really flourish in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're going with Elvis to win it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then you could win. What would that be?
Top Gun.
Top Gun Maverick. Okay. And what should win it?
Should win? Top Gun, easily. Yeah. Top Gun. Sound of those planes and jets. It might not be that realistic, but it's made your ears bleed.
Nothing for the Batman, eh? Interesting.
I was thinking for the Batman. I was looking at it very hard. If Top Gun wasn't there, it would have been Batman, but the Batman was fantastic, but I just think Top Gun's sound, especially in terms of the way that its jets and stuff is just better than what the Batman had. I think the best sound thing I can think of for the Batman right now is when we first introduced to him in the Batmobile, where it's like revving the engine and just that whole car chase. I think that's the best, pretty much sound aspect of the Batman. But Top Gun is just consistent throughout the entire film.
Fair enough. Avatar: The Way of the Water. No. I think that has a good chance.
No. And I'm pretty sure you agree with me on this as well.
It's better than the Batman. Just a bigger soundscape and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. That's besides the point. What I think will win, I'd say Top Gun Maverick will win this.
Will win?
But I think that could win. I think it's Elvis.
Elvis, so we're opposite.
Yeah. But I think that should win Top Gun Maverick. Yep. I think the sound's just phenomenal. And just from on all aspects. And I think the mixing as well really does come into play with Top Gun Maverick. So, yeah, that would be my choice. But yeah, Elvis was great. They're all pretty great ones in terms of sound, although I haven't seen All Quiet on the Western Front yet.
It's very similar to like 1917 sort of sound. Yeah. If you want to get a rough idea.
Right. Well, I'll be watching it this week. But yeah.